Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister here tonight to kind of give you an update and a little information on Chuck Marble, Captain Chuck, and his ride out on the roads of America as he's making his 10 2X attempt distance riding record and various other records mixed in. I've had tons of questions and tons of emails and people asking all kinds of questions about what's going on with him and what's his journey and what's going right and what's going wrong. He'll probably be back through Atlanta here in about 3 days. So today's Thursday. I expect him here on Sunday sometime, maybe Sunday night. And then Monday, the bike will come in the shop and we're going to hit it NASCAR style and get him checked over, fixed up, and we're going to reconfigure some stuff with the auxiliary fuel system that's not working right. So, but one of the most common questions is people are wondering why he's taking kind of strange routes at times through various states and such. Well, one of the things he's doing is there's a thing called the Tour of Honor. And in all 50 states across America, there's 7 sites in each state that are picked each year that you can travel to and kind of collect them as almost like a treasure game. But it's war memorials and veterans memorials and war sites, famous military sites and things like this, and they're all part of American history. And so Chuck is hitting those in the 4 corners states. So in California, Washington, Maine, and Florida, he's hitting all 7 of the Tour of Honor locations in each of those 4 states. There's a fella named Danny Fox at the Southern California Motorcycling Association who's kind of the guy who's given Chuck some of the rules he has to function within for some of his portion of the record he's after. I guess normally you would only be able to check 1 point each time you pass into a state, but due to the extreme length of the ride and the record attempt Chuck's making, they're letting him pick 1 point inbound in the state before he gets to the to the corner, and 1 point outbound of the state as he moves on. So that's kind of why you'll see some squiggly lines. So, but after he's completed 4 2X crossings of America, he will have picked up all of those points, or once he's got them all knocked out in any given state. From that point forward, he's just taken the most direct, straight highway line, highways only line of sight, or closest to as the crow flies as he can get. So from there, his daily distance will pick up, and average daily distance will pick up, and mileage and all that. And so some of the reasons it's taken longer and is slower presently is just because there's a lot of country back roads, cities, towns, and things he has to pass through to get to these war memorials. And so anyway, here's we have this on all day or kind of around here. We keep an eye on what he's up to. Right now it looks like he's made it back to he's in Denver again, and let's see, at present he is not moving, so he must be getting some dinner or something, or fuel, who knows what. But as you can see, here's a 2X crossing. Hopefully you guys have got the link. There's a 2X crossing. He started in Key West, goes up to Lebanon, Kansas, then he went to Madawaska, Maine, and then he went to Blaine, Washington, and back to Lebanon, and then down to San Ysidro. So a lot of cool stuff's been happening along the way. So there's a couple of Goldwing organizations that have reached out to help. So some fellas from the GWRRA chapter in Southern California down there low near San Ysidro, they offered Chuck, bed, shower. They helped him get an oil change, all kinds of general warmth and welcome there. Chuck's actually been intercepted on the road by multiple Goldwingers who kind of stalk him as he's coming through their states, and then they'll get onto the watch for him and then hop down on the freeway and chase him down and ride with him for a little while and say hi and such, which he just loves. We heard about some people the other day that were somewhere around maybe Utah. I forget. I'm going to be wrong about this. Sorry. Somebody somewhere in America, some crazy people, actually were on the highway, knew he was coming, got out ahead of him, and were going slowly. And as he came up to him, they held out a "Good luck, Chuck" sign, and so that they knew that they were watching for him. So super cool, fun stuff. He's had friends meet him up. Todd Hendricks met him up in Idaho, and they rode together for a part of a day. Another long-distance rider guy and friend of his. And so tons of cool stuff. What I'm kind of planning to do is when he gets through here on Monday, I may actually just kind of start a Facebook Live video while we work on the bike, and maybe we can all just sit around and I'll talk to Chuck, and we'll answer some questions. And so I may try and do something live. I don't know. We'll just see how it works out. And then as far as stuff going wrong along the way, the only thing that's gone wrong is he had a defective battery that kind of croaked somewhere in Ohio, and he was able to get into a shop and get a battery really easily. And so that was only a part of a day lost there. And he got to Denver and went to Fay Myers and got a rear tire, his first rear tire, somewhere around 14,000 miles. Which is exceptional on the stock Bridgestone tires. The front tire is mint, and right now he's probably got 16,000 plus on it, so suspension's working really good. He's going to switch over to Dunlops to hopefully get a little more mileage than the Bridgestones, so we'll see how that goes. We'll certainly have time to experiment. The fuel system, the auxiliary tank hasn't been working correctly. It's strange and intermittent, and we followed the directions on how to plumb the system, and it's not right. So we're going to do it in a different way. So I've got everything here waiting. So when he comes in, we're going to alter that really quickly so that he's not got any particular downtime, unless it's on his schedule. Hopefully he can spend the night and have a dinner with us. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out when he gets here. He's so far been through everything, including getting beaten senseless in a hailstorm. He's been rained on to death. He's been frozen and had to use his electric clothing already in more than one place. And in the same day, so when he was out in California, going through the desert areas kind of inbound, he was burning up. The next morning, he was in the San Francisco area. He was freezing cold. By the time he got down to Southern California in the afternoon, it was 100 degrees again. He was burning up again. So this is all in one day. So he's experiencing a lot of every kind of crazy weather and event and traffic and who knows what. But I'll let him tell you about it. We'll have, like I said, we'll try and have a question. Even if I don't do it live, I'm going to do a sit down with him, and we'll get some, so you can kind of see some insights into Chuck. And so if you want, in the meantime, be emailing me questions you'd like to ask him about what's going on. So any questions you got for Chuck, email them to max@traxxion.com, and I will pull a list out, and we'll be asking him during the interview there. So anyway, wanted to catch you up a little bit. He's obviously already through his first True X and starting his second one. He's into his second True X already, so I'll keep an eye on my channel here and watch for Chuck to come through, and watch for our NASCAR pit stop style video here as we get him prepped up for his next 12,000 plus miles around America. So my name's Max. Please give this a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a join button there you can hit. For a couple bucks a month, you can support the channel and get great discounts on all the stuff we sell here. So keep an eye out, and thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.